Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about Candida. I get so many questions asking what do you do once you are done the Candida cleanse and you want to start eating food again. How do you introduce foods? How do you know Candida is not going to come back? So today I want to just quickly talk about it. Once you've done the cleanse, depending on how long you've done it and depending on how severe your overgrowth was, you may or may not need to repeat the cleanse. So if you finish the cleanse and then you start eating some fruit or grains and you find that your symptoms are coming back or that you're getting brain fog or fatigue again, stop eating those foods and go back and do the cleanse one more time or maybe twice, just to make sure, or make sure you're taking lots of antifungals. So just want to put that out there because sometimes people are like, I did the cleanse for 2 weeks and then I went back to eating grains and then my eczema came back, and it just means that it's not that the cleanse didn't work, it's just that you need to do a little bit longer. So once you are done the cleanse, how do you reintroduce the foods? Because I personally know from experience, once you've done that cleanse and your Candida's gone and you're sugar-free, it's terrifying to go back to that, and you really don't want to go back to, you're scared to go back to eating certain grains and fruits again because you're scared Candida will come back. So it took your body a long time, a lot of stress, a lot of bad food and bad decisions and toxins to get your gut to the state that it's at, to have Candida overgrowth and parasites. So as long as you don't resort to those old ways, as long as you're not eating fast food all the time and you're watching your stress levels, you're eating organic and natural whole foods as much as possible, you should not get Candida overgrowth unless you let yourself go again, all over again. So if you are, eating really clean at home and you go out to a restaurant and indulge in, something at the restaurant, I would say try to stay gluten-free if possible. But if, that's not something you want to do, that's your decision. But if you indulge once, once a month, twice a month, that is not going to set you back. So first of all, don't be scared to go out to a restaurant and enjoy your time, because if you're always worried about what you're going to eat and be stressed, that will lower your good probiotics and invite Candida to come back. So don't stress. And then in terms of bringing foods back into your diet, if Candida is gone, you should bring back some things like wild rice and quinoa and gluten-free oats, and fruit like apples and pears and strawberries, and even bananas in moderation, and watermelon. These foods are good. They have sugar and they turn into sugar in the body, but they are good and they are essential for your body. You will be deficient in so many vitamins and minerals if you do not eat these foods. So once your Candida cleanse is over, I am a firm believer in eating everything and anything as long as it's one, natural, whole, organic if possible, and clean. As long as you're not buying packaged cookies and things like that, you should be fine. Eat the fruit, eat the grains, and enjoy it. I am always gluten-free. I do not ever have gluten in my house, and that's something that I'm very strict on. But other than that, we eat grains all the time now. I go out and buy goat ice cream, and we have ice cream a couple times a week, actually. Maybe not a couple times a week, maybe once a week, a couple times a month. We'll go out to get gelato. It's gluten-free, but we make sure it is gluten-free, but we eat it and there's sugar in it and we enjoy it, and I do not have a problem with Candida. It does not grow. So my biggest tip is to just enjoy the food, and you have to eat them. In my opinion, eat the fruit. Your body needs all those vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff in there. And make sure you're just taking probiotics. As long as you're constantly repopulating your gut bacteria and you're eating fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi or kefir, as long as you're supporting your gut and taking, bone broth or gelatin or collagen, just really taking care of your health, your Candida will not come back. Another thing I like to do is preventative measures. I will drink pau d'arco tea often. I will eat lots of cinnamon and warming spices still, and I will make sure I do take my caprylic acid once in a while, and antifungals, just to really, grapefruit seed extract, things like that, just to make sure that Candida will not come back. But yeah, my point is, once your cleanse is done, once your eczema is gone or whatever your symptoms you had are gone, enjoy the food, eat the grains, and eat everything, enjoy it. And something you can do to make sure Candida does not come back is take a digestive enzyme and hydrochloric acid if you are not low in it. As long as you don't have like too much stomach acid, take hydrochloric acid with a digestive enzyme. That's going to really help break down the food, and it won't leave particles in your gut to ferment, and therefore Candida can't grow because it has nothing to feed off of. So those are my tips, and that's just my point of view on it. So after you do the cleanse, it can be terrifying if you go out somewhere and you see that there's a couple grams of sugar in something, or you see that there's a fruit and it got really ripe and you're like, I don't want that much sugar. Don't worry about it. As long as your Candida is gone and you're your dysbiosis is fixed and you have homeostasis in your body, you should not have a problem eating these foods that nature provides us. So we always go out for sushi now, and we will go out and just enjoy food, because now that I'm healed, my candida's gone, I don't have to stress anymore. And I personally find that if I was to know that I can't have certain fruit forever and certain grains and sugar and stuff, I would go crazy, because I love food and I love going out and I love enjoying it. And I wouldn't, it's not something I would stick to. I would end up falling off the wagon if I couldn't enjoy food here and there. So that being said, I do not go and buy chocolate bars. I don't buy O. Henry bars or Snickers. I do not touch those, and I never will, and I don't let my kids have them. And I don't go out and buy like really bad quality ice cream and devour it. We don't eat cones that are made with gluten. Like, we're very strict on what we eat. But that being said, as long as, like I said, the food's real, whole, clean, no added ingredients, we will enjoy it. So fruit is huge in our house, and we eat fruit, and I eat bananas now. I usually have the equivalent of like half a banana a day, plus maybe an apple and some berries. That's usually what I would have during the day in terms of fruit. Or a melon. I really like honeydew, so I'll eat lots of that. I do lots of grains now. I find that I just need it for energy, because being a mom of 3, I can't go without it. I get really like dizzy and stuff if I don't, because I do have like a little bit of hypoglycemia, which relates to dysbiosis, which I'm working on. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to explain to you guys that once your candida is gone, you can go back to eating normal. And the only reason why you had candida in the first place was because you were probably eating fast food and lots of sugary things and being really stressed and taking antibiotics and not supporting your gut with good bacteria. But once your gut's back to normal, you can enjoy these foods and your body can handle it. So take digestive enzymes no matter what. Take probiotics every day and no matter what. Do cleanses like warm lemon water in the morning, liquid chlorophyll to constantly cleanse your colon. And if you're doing those protective and preventative measures, there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to enjoy these foods, and you should not have a fear of candida coming back, because it won't. So I hope this video helped you and gave you like a little bit of a reassurance to enjoy that apple or that pear or those grapes, as long as they're organic, preferably, without stress. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one.